Hello, today we are going to be making these adorable chicken earrings. I did two different styles of eyes, so you can pick which one you like. One of them looks more serious and one of them looks more friendly. So let's get started. Today we will be using scissors, a yarn needle, a 1.25 millimeter hook, and some embroidery thread. Right here we have like a light tan color, a red color, black, and then like a gold color. And you can mix this up. Chickens can be different colors. So we're going to start with a magic circle. Once you make your circle, you can kind of pull the string a little bit to make the circle smaller. It makes it a little bit easier to hold the circle if it's not huge. Once we have our circle, we are going to put 6 single crochets inside that circle. Once we get all 6 in there, we are going to pull the circle, but not all the way tight. We want to leave just a little bit of hole in the bottom of the chicken. It'll make it easier to stuff our ends in later. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. We pull it, kind of pull it a little tight, but not all the way. It's a little hole there. And then we are going to do the first stitch of our second round, which will just go back into the first stitch that we did in our magic circle. So go ahead and do a single crochet into that stitch, and then I always use stitch markers. Just use stitch markers. It's the right way to do it. Then you won't forget where you started and your stitch count will be correct. So for round 1, we are going to do 6 single crochet increases. That means we do 2 single crochets in each of the stitches that we have. So we already did 1 in this stitch, so we'll do another one. And then we're just going to work in continuous rounds at this point. So the next stitch, we'll put 2 single crochets into that stitch. So here's 1 and 2, and then we'll do that in the next stitch also. And then you just do that in each of the stitches all the way around. At the end of the round, we should have 12 stitches. Okay, we are back. We have 12 stitches to end our first round, and we are going to start our second round. So do a single crochet into that first stitch and then mark it so that you know that that's your first stitch of your next round. For round 2, we are going to do 12 single crochets. So we already did our first one, we moved our stitch marker, so we will do 11 more. That's 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around, and at the end of the row we should have 12 stitches. Alright, I finished that round. Now we will start round 3. For round 3, we are going to do 12 more single crochets, just 1 in each stitch. So go ahead and do your first stitch, and then move your stitch marker, and then do 11 more. It's a little hard to show you guys the stitches on this light color, so hopefully you can see okay. But yeah, just do 1 in each stitch all the way around. Alright, we finished round 3. Now we're going to do something a little different. So here we have 12 stitches. We have the one that we're in, and then we have a bunch of other ones. We want to line those up, 1 on top and 1 on bottom. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go through the outside loops, so the loop that's closest to us and the loop that's furthest from us. We're going to slip stitch those two together. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to do that for 3 stitches. So we do outside loops, the one closest, the one furthest, slip stitch together, and one more time we're going to do that closest loop. And there's like 2 loops on each stitch, so you can see that this one's the front loop, the one that's closest to us, and the other one is currently the back loop, the one that's furthest from us. So grab those 2 stitches and slip stitch those together. So you can see here we still have 5 stitches, we just used up 7. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to continue in our rounds for round 4 around these 5 stitches. So we'll do 5 single crochets, 1 into each of these remaining stitches. Now we can turn our chicken around and we will put our hook and do another single crochet back into that first stitch to start our next round. Then we'll just put our stitch marker on here so we know where our first round is, and we'll start round 5, which will be the same as round 4, just 5 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. Sometimes when you're crocheting on something super tiny, the stitches can get loose, but if you just kind of wiggle your hook and pull your string, you can tighten those up a bit. Alright, here we have our chicken body. It's starting to take shape. It's starting to look like a little chicken. So we cut our string, and then we just kind of weave our ends in. I like to just tie it off at the top, and then I like to stick the string actually out the bottom of the chicken. You can see this little hole around the top here. If you stitch around the top and kind of pull your string when you tie it off, it'll close that little hole. Once you have everything tied up, we are going to put this string out the bottom hole of our chicken. There's the hole that we didn't pull quite all the way tight, and that's where this string is going to come out of. And then once we have both the strings at the bottom, we are actually going to square knot those together. So go ahead and tie a square knot on those 2 strings. Once we have those tied, we are just going to weave in those ends. And then we have our little chicken body. It's starting to look really cute. Now we get to add all the cute little things to it. So for the comb, that's the red part on top of the chicken's head, we are just going to chain 3. We're going to slip knot this red and chain 3. When you cut your string off, leave a little bit. We're going to stitch this to the top of the chicken head. My needle's a little bit big, but I used it anyways. But if you use a little bit smaller of a needle, you'll probably have an easier time. You can tell that I have a little bit of trouble getting it through in some spots. But anyways, we're going to pull this long string through the back of the chicken head. You can kind of see that it just goes right through there, and then you just want to stitch back through one of your stitches that you just chained. That'll kind of pull it down on the head more securely, and then you'll go one more time through the head. On this last time through the head, I like to angle my needle and put it in through the back of the head and then out the front of the head, because next we're going to sew on the front part of this chain, and it's really nice to be able to just already have your needle where you need it to be able to sew the front part on. So now we are just going to stitch the front part of the comb on the same way that we did the back. So we went through the chicken head to cut to the front of the head, and then we're going to stick it through our chain closest to the end of the head. We'll pull that tight, and then we will go back through the front of the chicken head again just to secure it really tightly to make sure that it stays on. And then after we do that, we will tie it off. After we tie off the chicken head, we are going to send our needle through the body of the chicken again, down to the bottom hole of our magic circle. And we want to send that other end too, but that string is too short for me to put through my needle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick my needle through the chicken so that it's already kind of ready to go to where it needs to, and then I'm going to thread the needle, and that just makes it so that I can put that end also down there. And now we have our cute little comb on top of our chicken. It's starting to take shape. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tie another square knot. We want to tie our red ends together, pull them tight, and then we can just clip them off. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our little needle or our crochet hook to stuff this little knot, I guess, into the body of the chicken so that we can't see it, but so that it stays secure. So you can do that by just getting your needle. Oops. You can kind of poof the chicken out a little bit, and then you can just stuff that knot right in there, and it is hidden. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to put the eyes on our chicken. So just get a little length of black yarn, probably 6 inches or 5 inches is fine. And then we're actually going to start in the bottom of the chicken this time. So we're going to put our needle through the bottom, and we want to put our needle out the head where we think that the eyes would look good. So it kind of takes, especially with this big needle, it kind of takes a little bit to pick the right spot. But once you pick the right spot, you pull the yarn through, but not all the way through. You want to leave some yarn sticking out the bottom, and then you can kind of go through the chicken's head like this, and you will create a little eye. And then we want to do the same thing on the other side. So you can kind of pick where you want to put it back in to size the eye correctly, and then you stick it through, and then we go back out the bottom. You don't want to pull it too tight because it'll make the eye really tiny if you pull it too tight, but if you get it in there just right, it'll look really cute. And then we want to do another square knot on these black ends. Once we have our square knot, we will do the same thing that we did with our red ends. We just clip them off, and then we stuff the knot back inside the chicken. So here we have our little chicken. Now we need to do the beak for our chicken. So we're going to clip off some gold yarn, thread it through our needle. We want to start this the same way that we did the eyes. So we're going to come up through the bottom of the chicken. We're going to come out the face of the chicken. You can kind of decide where you want your beak. I like to put mine kind of right by the eyes. I think it looks really cute. So you will put your yarn needle in through one side of the chicken and then out the original hole where you came up through the bottom. And I like to just wrap it around a couple of times in the same place. Usually I do like 2 or 3 times. This time I'm gonna do 3. Just doesn't look quite right yet with only 2. So I think I will do a third one. And once you get the beak looking the way that you want, you can kind of pull it a little bit tight. You don't want to go too tight because the tighter you pull, the yarn kind of looks smaller when you pull it really tight. So that's the little beak on this chicken. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So let's pull our yarn back through the bottom, and then you probably guessed what you're going to do, but we're going to tie another square knot and tuck in our knot into the bottom of our chicken. Here we have our finished little chicken. Super cute. There's only one more step to make this chicken into an earring, and that is to stitch on our hook. So we'll come up through the bottom of the chicken again. We will leave some yarn out the bottom, and then you want to make sure that your hook is going the right direction so that your chicken isn't backwards when you put it in your ear. Don't make that mistake like I have. You can kind of put the hook wherever you want, however you want the chicken to hang. The 2 spots that I like to do it are right behind the head, right here, and like I'm showing in this video. If you want your chicken to hang a little bit more like leaning backwards, you can stick it up on the top of the chicken's head, and that will work just fine. I like to wrap the yarn around the hook a few times just to really secure it. Once you feel happy with how secure it is, you can either tie a knot, or in this video I just put the yarn back through the bottom hole because we're going to tie a knot down there anyways, and the earrings really don't weigh very much. They're very light. So now that we have both yarns coming out the bottom, you know what to do. You just tie a square knot and stuff it right back on in there. The hooks that I used for this video today are a sterling silver hypoallergenic. I got them off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description down below, as well as a link for the embroidery thread. If you enjoyed making these super cute chicken earrings with me today, drop a like and consider subscribing so that I can keep making more videos like this for you guys. Also, let me know how many compliments you get in the comments below. I have yet to wear these earrings without receiving at least one, so I'm curious to see how that goes for you guys.